Okay, hi everybody. We're back again, my sweetheart and my lovely students in grade 3. I will start today to solve with you the last previous lessons in the booklet in case of completing our booklet until page 39, I think, where we stopped last time according to the weekly plan. Okay, guys, so I will start with page 28 here, unit 8, lesson 1, booklet page please 28. So if you have the booklet, please open the page 28 in case of revising with me the answer. Okay guys, so unit 8, lesson 1, how do earth and moon move? Okay, so remember, earth moves around the sun, so here they starting to remind you about the movement of the earth around the sun. So this is, we call it what, revolution, because when the earth move around the sun we call it what, revolution. Okay guys, and it's cause what, revolution is cause what exactly, cause the seasons, the reasons of seasons. For that reason our lesson is, the title of our lesson is what exactly, reasons of for what seasons. Because why? Because they talking about exactly the revolution or the movement of earth around the sun. So the movement of earth around the sun caused what exactly? Caused the seasons: winter, summer, spring, fall. Okay, question number 1, write the season in the space shown. Okay, let's start here. Now let me go down a little bit here. Yes, get down here. March 21. So what we can write here, guys, exactly? Which season we should write here? So I think we should write here what? Try to remember. Spring. We should write what? Spring. Here we should write what? Spring. Okay, we should go now to the next space. December 21. So what we can write here now, guys, if you remember? Winter. We should write here December 21 is winter. Okay, what about September 22? September is what exactly, guys? September 22, fall. Okay, we should write what? Fall. So again, we should write here fall, and here winter, and here spring. Okay, spring in March 21, and winter in December 21, and the last one, September 22 is what? Fall. Fall is September 22. What about now June 21? June 21 is summer. It's summer. Okay guys, it's summer. Okay, so summer in June 21. So question number 2, write a scientific term. 1, earth moves around the sun. Earth move around the sun. What I told you, when the earth moves around the sun, it's mean what, guys, exactly? Revolution. Okay guys, don't forget to write what? Revolution here. Why revolution? Because the earth move around the sun, and it cause what exactly? It will cause what? The movement of what? It will cause what exactly? The changing the seasons. Okay, changing the season. Revolution, it's what make what? The changing of seasons for us. Okay, this is what we mean. Revolution. I will try to zoom in. I will try to zoom in again the word here in case to see it well. Okay, revolution. Okay guys, so revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun, and it causes what exactly? The changing of seasons. Okay, let's go to the next question, number 2. Earth. Number 2, earth turns on its axis. So it's what exactly? It's mean what when we say that earth turns on its axis, it's mean it turn on itself. Okay, around itself. It's earth turn around itself. It's mean what? On its axis. This is what we mean. Earth turns around itself. It's mean earth turn on its axis. So we call it what exactly? Rotation. And rotation cause what exactly, guys? Rotation cause the changing from day to night or night to day. That's what I mean. So rotation or the movement of earth around itself We call it rotation, and it causes what? It causes the day and night. It causes what? The day and night. Okay guys, so rotation is what is the correct answer here, and I will make it bigger in case to see it well. Okay guys, let's go to the next question. Homework. Now we will solve the homework with each other. Okay, sorry. Yes, here. Okay, question number 3. Choose the correct answer. Here, so the homework is the multiple choices. You have to select the correct answer. So you have 3 answers. You have to select the correct one of them. So 1. As Earth turns on its axis, it also moves around the what exactly? It's move around what exactly, guys? If you remember, sure, around the sun. Sure, around what? Around the sun. So correct answer is what? The sun. The sun is the correct answer. Number 2. Each complete trip of Earth around the sun is one exactly what? Is one day, is one revolution, or is one night? What is the correct answer? Revolution. Okay guys, so the correct answer is revolution. Number 3. The change as Earth moves around the sun. Okay, so what exactly will change? The seasons, or year, or day and night when the Earth move around the sun, guys? When the Earth move around the sun, what exactly will change? Sure, the seasons. Seasons. Okay, seasons when the Earth move around the sun. Let's go to the next question, or the last question, the multiple choices here. Number 4. The part with the most direct sunlight has what? Winter, fall, and summer. Which one of them is correct? The part with the most direct sunlight. What does mean of that, guys? When the sun, or when the face, the specific face of Earth that's direct to the sunlight, it will be what exactly? In which season exactly? Summer. Okay guys, this one is wrong. Okay guys, this one is not correct. I don't know why I write here A. Anyway, okay, let's complete to the next page. So summer is the correct answer. Question number 4. Question: complete the following table. Here, what does mean of rotation? You have to differentiate between rotation and revolution. Believe me, is the easiest lesson in our book is what is the difference between rotation and revolution. Revolution, I told you many times, when the Earth move around the sun, we call it revolution, and it will cause what? It will cause the seasons, the changing of seasons. But what about when the Earth turn on its axis exactly, or Earth turn around itself? We call it what exactly? Rotation. Okay guys, so around it's what exactly? Here we should write axis. Okay guys, we should write axis. And what about this one now, guys? Earth moves around what? Around the sun. Here, see, because the movement of Earth around what exactly? Here, if you see that, around the sun. So we have to write here the sun. Okay, it takes Earth turn on its axis, so it will take about the time. They asking you about the hour or time. It will take more time or less time. It depends on what? On the movement of Earth around what exactly? About itself or around the sun. So because here it's around itself or around its axis, for that reason we will write here 24 hours. Okay, so it will take 24 hours, and it will cause what, guys? Here, this movement will cause what exactly? The change of day and night. The changing of day and night. For that reason we write 24 hours. So, but what about here? The Earth move around the sun, so it will take more time. It's about what, guys, exactly? How many days? How many days, guys, exactly? How, remember? 365 days. Okay, it's about 1 year. Okay, I think it's clear for you. Let's go to the next page now. Here, now he asking you, it causes what exactly? It causes the movement of the earth around itself or around its axis. It causes what? Day. And what exactly? Night. What about here? When the earth move around the sun, when the earth move around the sun, it will causes what exactly? Seasons changes. Okay, the changing of what? Sorry, change of seasons. Okay, guys, so it causes the changing of what exactly? Of seasons. Okay, but what about here now? It causes what? Day and night. When the earth move around itself, it causes day and night. Question number 5. Question number 5. Complete using the list below. Summer, winter, revolution. So you have to complete the spaces here with the keywords here, okay? That's given to you between the practice. 1. Each complete trip of Earth around the Sun is 1 what? Is 1 what exactly? Each complete trip of Earth around the Sun is 1 what? Did you remember what we said exactly? Revolution. Okay, guys, the revolution. So we should write here what? In number 1, we should write what exactly, guys? We should write here revolution. Because there is no space for that reason. Sorry. 2. The part with the most direct sunlight has what exactly? The part with the most direct sunlight has what? Which one of them? Summer. Okay, guys, the summer. Sorry. What about this one now? The part with the least direct sunlight has what exactly? Winter. The least direct of sunlight is what has what exactly? The winter. So question number 6. Write true and false and correct the answer. 1. Complete trip of Earth around the Sun is 1 what? Is 1 rotation. True or false? Complete trip of Earth around the Sun, we call it rotation? Did you remember what does mean of rotation, guys? This scientific term. It's mean what exactly, guys? When the Earth rotate around itself, it's mean rotation. But when the Earth move around the Sun, it's mean what? Revolution. So the correct answer is not rotation, is revolution. Okay, guys? So revolution is the correct answer. Revolution. We should write first of all. We should write revolution here. Revolution. Okay, then right here false. Okay, next one. The part with the most direct sunlight has winter. It's correct or false? It's true or false, guys? So the part with the most direct sunlight has winter is false. We should write what exactly, guys? We should write summer. The part with the most direct sunlight has winter is false. We should write summer here. Number 3. Each revolution takes about 24 hours. Each revolution takes about 24 hours is what exactly? False or true? Sure is false. The correct is what? Because he asking you about the revolution, by the way, not rotation. So for that reason we will write here 365 days, which about 1 year. Let's go to the next page. Now we finished now page 30. We will go to the next page, which is what? Page 31. Page 31 now. Open your booklet, page 31. Complete solving with me in page 31. So, question number 1. Write true or false. The moon produces its own light. It's correct. The moon produces its own light? Sure, no. because the moon reflects the light from the sun. So we have to write here what? False. It doesn't. And write it doesn't. It doesn't what? It doesn't produce its own light, because the moon reflects the light of the sun. Okay, reflect the light of the sun. So what about here number 2? The moon reflects the light from the sun. The moon reflects the light of the sun. Of course, this one is true. The third one, a first quarter moon looks like a half circle and it's lit on the right side. Is what exactly? True or false? True. Waxing means that we can see more of the moon's lit side. So this one is what? True. Question number 2. Here they're asking you to label the 4 images here, okay guys? Because I told you many times, the moon has what? Main faces. Did you remember them? So now they give you 4 faces of them, okay? And write by using the keywords the correct answer below each one of them. So label the 4 main faces of the moon. We're starting from here. This one is what exactly, guys? What we call this one? We call this one what? The full moon. I'm so sorry because I don't have enough space. For that reason I will write it here, because you know this one is a Word file. So but anyway, now we are in page 31. Okay, for avoiding confusion, for that reason now we are in page 31. So this one is full moon. Okay, we have to write moon here. Okay, the second one is what exactly? The second one is what? Is the third quarter moon. Okay, this one the third quarter moon. Okay, this one the third quarter. Sorry. Moon. The third quarter moon. And the third image is what exactly? The third face is what exactly, guys? It's the new moon. This one is the new moon. Okay guys, we have to write what? Sorry. So we have to write here new moon. So new moon. We should write here what? A new moon. Where exactly? Which one? Which one? This one. Okay, this one is the new moon. A new moon. Okay guys, we have to write it here. A new moon. Okay, a new moon. This one is the new moon. The last one is what exactly? The last one is the first quarter moon. First quarter moon. The first quarter moon for the last one. So again, full moon for the first image or the first phase, and the second one is the third quarter moon, this one. Okay, and the third one here is the new moon, this one. And the last one is the first quarter moon, the first quarter moon for the last one. Okay guys, now question number 3. Question number 3 in page 31. Question number 3 in page 31. Okay, 6 moon phases make up one cycle. True or false? 6 moon phases make up one cycle. 6? It's 6 phases exactly, or more than 6? It's 8. Okay guys, it's 8, not 6. Okay, so for that reason we have to write here false. Select this one. We should write here false, or circle false. Circle the false word. Okay, number 2. A full moon cycle happens in about 1 month. true or false? The full moon cycle happens in about 1 month. It's correct. It's about 1 month. It's correct. Sorry, I have to remark it again here in the yellow color. Okay, 3. The left side of a new moon faces away from Earth is true or false? It's true. Number 4. During waning, we see more of the moon's left side. True or false? False. False. And the last one, during a full moon, we see all the moon's left side. So true or false? So this one, true. Sorry. Now next page. Now we should go to the next page now, page 32. Page 32. Now we are in page 32 now. Okay guys, open your booklet now, page 32. Page 32. Okay. Question 1. Complete using the list below. Okay, or the keywords. 1. Are changes in the height of ocean water. Are changes in what? In height of ocean water. So what we call this one, guys, exactly? Change in what? What we call this change exactly? Tides. Okay guys, we call it what, guys? Tides. We should write here tides. So what about this one, number 2? The pull of the moons, it causes what exactly, guys? The pull of the moon. The pull of moons, what? It's mean what? Gravity. We should write here gravity. Because the moon have what? Have a gravity, right? The moon has a gravity. For that reason we will write gravity. So the pull of the moon's gravity causes what? Ocean tide. When the moon is above an ocean, it causes what exactly? It causes what? Remember, when the moon is above an ocean, it causes high tides, okay? High tides, okay. Sorry. Then at the most beaches there are high and what? Low what? High tides and what? Low tides, okay? Every day. Okay, let me see this one now. Okay, oh sorry. Okay, so we are on 32, page 32. Okay guys, okay. Now question number 2. But true or false? So before we go to before we starting solving the question number 2, don't forget to write here tide and low. So homework, question number 2, put true or false. 1. At most beaches there are high tides and low tides every month. So we call this one is true or false, guys? At most beaches there are high tides and low tides every month. Every month, it should be every month. Try to think, it's every month? No, it's not every month, every day. It's happen every day. The tides happen every day. Okay, for that reason we will write here false. So this one is false. Okay, by the way, we still in page 32. Okay guys, don't forget that we still in page 32. Okay, now let's go to the next question. So tides are changes in the height of land. Okay guys, this one, is false or true? Of land? It changes in the height of the land? Or water? Exactly, I mean the ocean. So false. The exact answer is not land, is ocean. For that reason, this one is false. 3. At most beaches, there are high tides and there are high tides and low tides every week. Every week, this one is correct. Every week, sure, no, it's every day. So for that reason, we have to write here false. The push of the moon's gravity causes ocean tides. This word is correct. Do you think that is correct? So this one is not correct. Push is not correct. The correct answer is what? Is pull. Okay guys, it's not correct. So this one is false. It should be what? It should be what? Pull instead of what? Of push. Okay, sorry, I have to remark it as the correct answer. Okay, the correct one is what? Is pull, is not push. So this one is false. Question number 3. We are in page 32, by the way, page 32. So choose the correct answer here. 1. The of the moon's gravity causes ocean tides. Pull, movement, or push. Okay, which one the correct? Sure, is this one. Okay, the correct answer is the pull. Okay, 2. When the moon is an ocean, it causes high tide. So which one is the correct answer of them here? A or B or C? Above, sure. Because he told you it will causes what exactly? It causes high tide. For that, so for that reason we will write above. Is above. High tide is mean when the moon, it should be in which position exactly? Above the ocean. Okay, number 3. The tides make a what exactly? The tide will make square, triangle, or cycle? Cycle, sure. Now let's go to the next page. Now page 33. Page 33. Please, page 33. Now open your keep solving now. Open your book, page 33. Question number 1, Unit 8, Lesson 1, review. Now it's the review. So here, Earth moves in several ways. Which of these words is the name for the Earth's spinning motion? Which one of them is the correct answer? Equation, rotation, revolution, or vibration? Sure, rotation. Because why? Because the Earth moves around itself. For that reason we call it rotation. Okay guys, we should write here rotation. So write here rotation. What does mean? If Earth spinning motion, it's mean what? Rotation, guys. Okay, so Earth spinning motion, it's mean rotation. So question number 2. The full moon is the brightest object in the night sky. What causes the full moon to shine? The full moon is the brightest object in the night sky. What causes the full moon to shine? So it makes its own light, it makes shadows on stars, or it reflects light from the earth, or it reflects light from the sun. So which one is the correct answer? Try to think before I answer it. Because it reflects light from the sun. Because the moon always reflects the light from the sun. For that reason we call it what? We will select this one as a correct answer. Okay guys, letter D. So the full moon is the brightest object in the night sky. What causes the full moon to shine? Because it reflects light from the sun. 3. By the way, we still in page 33. We still in page 33, by the way. We are on page 33. There are 8 named phases of the moon. Which phase of the moon comes between the new moon and the first quarter moon? So the full moon, waning gibbous moon, or the third quarter moon, or waxing crescent moon. So which one of them is the correct answer here? Waxing crescent moon. Okay, this is the correct answer. The waxing crescent moon is the correct answer, letter D. This is the question number 3. Okay guys, the last question in page 33, the last question now is not question number 4. In page 33, Selma made this drawing of Earth and the Sun. Which sentence describes what Selma showed in the picture here? So let's see the answers. Earth has an equator, or it has 4 moons, or it rotates on its axis, or it revolves around the Sun. So which one is the correct answer? What we see here, the Earth what? Move around the Sun, so it means the Earth revolves around the Sun. So we have to select this answer. Okay guys, we have to select this answer. Okay, this is the last question in page 33. Now let's go to page 34. Now page 34. Now page 34. Okay, did you remember the lesson of matter and property? I think all of you remember this lesson. So unit 9, lesson 1, what are some physical properties? Page 352, 353. So, and he give you a scientific definitions here. Matter and property. Matter is anything that takes up space. Property, a characteristics of matter that can be observed or measured. Okay guys, matter, anything that takes up space. I told you many times that the matter is like anything on any object that you see it in your room or in the classroom or anywhere. So on the desk or on the table, or you hang it on the wall. So any matter that takes space, or anything that takes a space, we call it matter. Okay guys, take a space is take a specific space in your place. For example, you take a space in your room. For that reason, you consider as a matter. I will consider you as a matter because you take a space in your room. Your table is considered as a matter because it takes a space in your room as well. So for that reason, matter in anything that take up space. Okay guys, now what about property? Property is a characteristics. What does mean guys of characteristics? Like a color, shape, size, all hardness, all of these are characteristics of matter that can be observed or measured. You can see it. Observed is mean observed, you can see it by your eyes, or measured it, you can use some tools that you can use it to measure the objects, like the cube or like your book. You can measure the volume of your book by what? By using the ruler, right guys? So for that reason, this is the property. The property is help you or able, it make you able to what? Measure the characteristics of what? Of the object. The book, the color of the book, the size of the book, the volume of the book, the mass of the book. Okay, you understand what I mean here guys about the property? Now question number 1. Let's solve now question number 1 in page 34. Sorry, in page 34. Let's solve the first question in page 34. Okay, number 1. Is anything that takes up space? Is what exactly? Is so easy, is matter. Okay guys, so we should write here matter. Sorry, matter. So what about number 2? Number 2 is the characteristics of matter that can be observed or measured. So it's what exactly? It's the property. Okay guys, property. So property is what? Is the characteristic of matter that can be observed or measured. Number 3. Number 3 is the way something feels. Is the way something feels. Is the way something feels. What we can say for this one? Which one is the correct answer for the something that you can feel it, that help you to feel it? Like what guys? Number 3, guys, try to remember. Texture of the matter, or texture of the object, will help you to find the feel, or the something that, or the way to something feels. Okay, if it's smooth or soft or rough or whatever. So by the way, this one is incorrect. Let me correct it. Sorry, because I'm in hurry. Sorry for the mistake here. So, describe how easily an object shape can be changed. Is what exactly, guys? How easily an object shape can be changed is the hardness. Okay, hardness is mean what? It describe exactly. Hardness is the property that describe how easily an object shape can be changed. Okay, guys, let's go now to the homework. We still, by the way, in the page 34. We're still on page 34. Okay, keep solving in page 34. Question number 2. Match the following. It's the way something feels. Oh, sorry, I don't know. There's a mistake here, I think. But my soft copy of the booklet is not all the pages are correct, by the way. For that reason, I will solve with you by adding the letters here. Okay, guys. So number 1, it's the way something feels. Is what exactly? Let's solve it as a definition. Okay, guys. Is the way something feels is the texture, by the way. Okay, the texture is the something that you feel. Okay, let's solve it like this. So the correct answer here is texture. This one is the texture. This one is the correct answer for what? Number 1. So what about this one? Number 2. Describe how easily an object shape is what exactly? Hardness. Oh, sorry. Let me write it here. Yes, is the shape. This definition is related to the shape. Oh, so sorry, to the hardness. Hardness is mean. Hardness property. It's mean what? Hardness property. It's describe how easily. Okay. An object shape can be changed. Okay. What about number 3? It's how big something is. How big something is what? Is the size, right, guys? Is the size. Is the size. Here we should write size and remark it in what? In the yellow color. Size. So this definition is related to the size property. So number 4, it's the form of an object has. So number 4 is the form object has is what exactly, guys? Is the shape. The form. The form is with what does it mean of form, guys? If is it circle or square or triangle? So shape. Shape. So this one is the shape. This is the definition of the shape. This is the definition of the shape property. Now, the last question in page 34. The last question in page 34 is what exactly here? Question number 3. Write a scientific term. Anything takes up space. I told you many times is matter. Okay, guys. A characteristic of matter that you can observe or measure is what exactly? Is property. Okay, property. Sorry, because why it's not clear here what's happening exactly here. No problem, guys, no problem. Let's go to the next page. So it's the property. I know what's happening now here. Okay, we should move this one up or down or anything, or delete it, no problem. So let's go now to the next page. Now page 35. Page 35. Now page 35. Let's start with page 35. page 35. For what we use this one, guys, by the way? This is, we call it what? What we call this image or this tool? What we call this tool, guys, exactly? Band balance. Okay, don't forget that. Band balance is mean the how to calculate the mass of objects. Okay, guys, by using this tool, by using the band balance. Okay, guys, the mass. So we use the band balance to measure what? Mass. Okay, we use the band balance to measure what? The mass. Okay, that's what I mean. So we use, oh, sorry. Here. So we are on page 35. So this one is the band balance. So classwork. Now the classwork now, page 35. He asking you to complete the following here, the following spaces. That's what I mean. Okay, in the question 1 you have to complete the following spaces here. So starting with the question number 1, is the amount of matter an object has, is amount of matter object has is what exactly, guys? Is the mass, is amount of matter an object has, amount of matter like what? How many kilograms, how many grams, it's the quantity of matter exactly, or the quantity of particles inside a specific matter. For that reason we call it what, guys? We call it what? Mass. We should write here mass. Okay, so now let's go to the next to the next space. We use what to measure mass? We use a to measure mass. We use what exactly, guys, here for measuring the mass? How many times I told you we use which tool? Which tool that, guys, we use it for measuring the mass? Okay, we use what? Band balance. Okay, guys, the band balance is used for what? In case of measuring the mass. So band, we should write band balance. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the band balance measures mass in what exactly, guys? Did you remember? I told you is amount of matter. When I told you amount of matter is how many grams or how many kilograms, for that reason we will write here what? The band balance measure the mass in what exactly? In grams. Let me write it here. I hope finding enough spaces. Okay, and the shortcut of grams is what, guys, exactly? Is G, is letter G. Letter G is the shortcut of grams. So let's solve now the homework in page 35. Homework page 35. We still in page 35, guys. Okay, keep solving in page 35. Page 35, question number 2. Page 35, question number 2. Choose the correct answer. So the more an object has is harder to move is what exactly? If something has more mass, it's mean it's harder to move, right, guys? Did you remember that when I told you if any object has more mass, sure, it's harder to move it. It's harder to remove it or to move it from place to place. For that reason we call what? We call it here what? Mass. Mass, it means something that is what has more mass, it's mean harder to move it. For that reason we write here mass, or we select mass here. So number 2, we use a what to measure mass? Sure, band balance. Okay, so the band balance measure mass in what? In gram, meter, or second? Sure, in gram. In gram. Okay, guys, we should write here gram. Okay, I'm so sorry because, by the way, it's difficult to use the keyboard here. Okay, now we should go now to page what? Page 36. Page 36, guys. Now page 36. Page 36. Now we will start what? the lesson that talking about the volume. Okay guys, the volume exactly of what? Of liquid and gases, or also the regular objects and irregular objects. So we use what exactly, guys? We use the graduated cylinder. The graduated cylinder is used to measure the volume of liquids and solids. So this is before, this is after. The image sure here is not completed because, you know, there's a problem here when I solving for you the booklet here, so it's make it not clear. But I think sure in the book, in your booklet, it's clear, it will be clear. But I will try to drag up the image here in case to see what I will do here or what I will explain here exactly. So here, this is the graduated cylinder. I think you see it, Merit. You have saw it many times in the lab. Did you remember when you visit the lab with me? So sorry, we use the graduated cylinder before and after. So this is the graduated cylinder, and if we want to measure the liquid, the volume of the liquid or irregular objects like ball or rocks, so we have to use the graduated cylinder. Okay guys, so before to keep the pool inside the graduated cylinder, the level of water is about 40 milliliter. But what about when we keep the ball or the rock inside the water will goes up to reach more than 60. It's exceeding 60. It's about 65. For that reason, this is the volume of what? Of the rock or the pool. But this is how we measure the volume of this pool. By what? By keeping it in the graduated cylinder and seeing in which level the water will reach. This is what we mean. Okay, classwork. Now let's start solving the classwork. We are in page 36. Okay guys, we are in page 36. Page 36. Okay, question number 1. The amount of space an object takes up. The amount of space object takes up, sure, is the volume. Volume. Okay, the volume is the amount of space an object takes up. Is the volume. I will make it bigger in case to see it. Okay guys, volume. 2. We use to measure the volume of liquids and solids. Not only the solids, the irregular solids like ball or what, or rocks. So we use what, guys? Graduated cylinder. We use graduated cylinder. Sorry, cylinder. 3. The volume unit is milliliters. Okay guys, milliliters. The shortcut of milliliters, you have to write it like this. Okay guys, it's enough to write for me this one in the exam. It's enough for me if you write this answer in the exam. It will consider as correct answer. It will considered as a correct answer. Question number 2. Choose the correct answer. Now we are in page 37 now. Open your booklet now or keep solving in page 37 now. We can use graduated cylinder to find the volume of what exactly, guys? Volume of what? Of liquid. Okay guys, we have to select this answer. We use the graduated cylinder for what? Graduated cylinder for what? Measuring the volume of liquid and what? Irregular objects like ball or rocks. Okay guys, so graduated cylinder, we use it for what? For in case of displacement in case of measuring the volume of liquid and what? Rocks, irregular objects. Number 2, we use to measure volume. Band balance, thermometer, or graduated cylinder. Which one of them is the correct answer here, guys? Sure, when we measure the volume, we use the graduated cylinder. Okay, we use the graduated cylinder. But we didn't use the thermometer. We don't use the thermometer in case of measuring the volume. Why? Because thermometer is used for what, guys, exactly? For measuring the heat, the hot and or the cold weather. Okay guys, the temperature only for using for what? For measuring the temperature of weather. But what about the band balance? It's used for what exactly, guys? The band balance is used for what? Measuring the mass of the objects. Okay guys, let's go to the third question. The third question, the third one is the graduated cylinder measure the volume in what? In milliliter or gram or meter? Milliliter. Okay, don't forget to write milliliter. The shortcut of milliliter is what? ml. Okay guys, ml. Okay, let's go to the third question number 3. We are in by the way, we still in the page 37. Okay guys, we still in page 37 here. Okay, question number 3. Oh, it's happened to me. Okay, here. Question 1. Write a scientific term. 1. The amount of matter an object has is what, guys? Is mass. Okay, write mass here. Okay, is the mass. Mass. What about the amount of space an object takes up is what? Is the volume. Don't forget to write all this. You have to differentiate between, guys, volume and what? Volume. Oh my god, what happened to me? Okay, volume and mass. You have to differentiate between them because they have, I think, the same definition, by the way, but they are different because C is amount of matter here, but here amount of space. You have to differentiate between them about what? About the only the words here, 2 words here, matter and space. Matter and space. Space is amount of space is related to the volume, and amount of matter is related to the mass. A tool measures the volume of liquids. Which one? Sure, graduated cylinder. Cylinder. Oh, sorry. What's happening here also? Anyway. I don't know if you have enough space in case of solving on the cylinder. So, the last one, the tool measure the mass is what, guys? Is the band balance, okay? The band balance is the tool that we use it to measure what? The mass. How many kilograms or how many grams? I told you, band balance is the useful one for measuring the mass of the object. Balance. Band balance. Let's go now to page 38. Page 38. I don't know, I think we solved it, guys. Did you remember that? But I will revise it with you in case you understand everything. Okay. So, question number 1 here. They teaching you how to use the thermometer here in case of measuring the temperature of the weather. So, in Fahrenheit scale or in C scale. So Fahrenheit, this letter F is mean what, guys? This is the shortcut of what? It's the shortcut of what exactly, guys? Of the Fahrenheit scale. The Fahrenheit scale is written in F letter, and the Celsius scale is written in C letter. So this is the shortcut of the Fahrenheit, and this is the shortcut of the Celsius degrees. Okay, guys, this is the shortcut of the Fahrenheit side or Fahrenheit scale, and this is the shortcut of the Celsius scale. Okay, here asking you degrees in Celsius is what exactly, guys? This is the side of the Celsius here, where the C is written. So you have to measure the temperature here. So the blue or the line here is reached to what exactly? To 0 Celsius degrees. Okay, guys, so you have to write here what exactly? 0. Now what about here? Degrees Fahrenheit. So we have to go in the degrees in Fahrenheit. Which reads to what exactly, guys? So this is the Fahrenheit side. This is the Fahrenheit side. Okay, it reads to what, guys? See here, 20 degrees Celsius. Now we are here now. So in Celsius degrees, the temperature reaches to which degree here exactly, guys? To 20, right? So we have to write here 20. And in Fahrenheit, it's reached to go to the Fahrenheit side and try to measure the temperature here. It's about what, guys, exactly? Okay, it's about 67. Okay, it's 60. Let me check. 56. 60. Okay guys, 60. Okay, let's write 60. Okay, 60 to 6, or exceeding 60, I think, or exceeding 60 anyway. Oh, it's exceeding 60, so this one is 60, 62, oh, it's 67. It's about 67, by the way. Okay guys, it's about 67, but here is the image is not clear, but anyway, it's about 67. Okay, even this one is not 20. See, this one, the line here is 20. See here, the line here is 20. This one is exceeding 20. It's about 30 here, by the way. Okay guys, but I told you, because this image is not clear, for that reason we cannot decide which, temperature exactly, but I think it's exceeding 20. See, this one is 20. This line is related to the 20 degrees, so the line here, the blue line, exceeding 20. For that reason we are here, so it's 30. It's about 30. Okay, it's about 30 degrees. Let's go now down also. Now we will go to the page 39. Okay guys, page 39. Page 39. I know we take long time for solving the booklet questions, but you have to be patient with me, by the way. Now, band balance. This one is thermometer, guys. No, this one is not thermometer. This one is the band balance. So you have to match it. So the correct answer, this one is related to the number 2, to the answer number 2. The band balance is related to this one. Okay, thermometer. Where exactly the thermometer? See, this one the thermometer. Okay guys, this one the thermometer. So number 1, you have to write number 1 beside this picture. Right, number 1 beside this picture, and number 3 is this one. Number 3, the graduated cylinder, is this one. So write number 3 beside the picture here. Okay guys, I think now we understand what does mean of these tools, and we can use it easily, by the way, because we understand how we can use it. Okay guys, so let's go to the next question, question number 3 now. I will solve it fast because I know that we take a long time, so, or we have to take a long time. For that reason I will start with number 1. Now, number 1 and Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit scale, and here there is a scale, are 2 scales that are used on thermometer. What are them? What are they? They are what exactly? And Fahrenheit are 2 scales that are used in thermometer. Celsius degrees and Fahrenheit degrees are 2 scales. Okay guys, so you have to write here Celsius. Okay, Celsius degrees. Okay, Celsius and Fahrenheit are 2 scales are used in thermometers. 2. In Celsius scale, water becomes ice at which degree exactly, guys? At 0. And boils at which degree, guys? 100. This is in Celsius, by the way. In the Celsius scale, the water will be ice at 0 degrees and boils at 100 degrees. Number 3, Fahrenheit scale, water becomes ice at which degree, guys? In Fahrenheit at 32, the water will become ice at 32 degrees. And boils at which degrees exactly? In Fahrenheit, the water will boil at 212 degrees. 4. A tool used to measure the temperature is what exactly? The thermometer. The thermometer is the tool that we use it for measuring the temperature of the weather. Okay guys, temperature is measure of how warm something is. Now I think we finish everything related to our lesson in the weekly plan of the week 8. Thank you so much.